You're doing everything right. More protein, strength training, supplements, and still, your body feels weaker. Here's the truth. Creatine works. But for most women after menopause, it doesn't. Not because it can't, but because of a few small mistakes that completely change how your body responds to it. And if you don't fix them, you'll never see the benefits you're supposed to. You feel it before you can name it. A kind of resistance in your own body. The way your legs feel heavier, going upstairs you used to take without thinking. The way your arms look different in the mirror, and you can't quite figure out when that happened. Maybe you've been doing everything right. Eating more protein, adding strength training, taking your supplements, and still something isn't clicking the way it should. You're not imagining it, and you're not failing. You just might be making some very common mistakes with one of the most genuinely powerful tools available to women in this stage of life. Today we're talking about creatine, and more specifically, the 5 mistakes that keep it from working the way it could for you. Creatine isn't new. It's been studied for decades, mostly in young male athletes. But the research on women over 50 is catching up fast, and what it's revealing is remarkable and specific. Most people still think of creatine as a muscle supplement, and it is. But here's what surprises almost everyone. Creatine also supports bone mineral density, something that becomes critical when osteoporosis risk accelerates after menopause. It doesn't just build what you can see in the mirror. It protects the structure underneath. In a post-menopausal body, it also enhances the brain's energy metabolism and may help buffer the cognitive fog that so many women describe as one of the most disorienting parts of this transition. This is serious, substantive science. And the fact that you might be taking it wrong matters. Here's the biological context you need to hold on to. Estrogen isn't just a reproductive hormone. It actively supports muscle protein synthesis, helps regulate hydration in muscle tissue, and plays a protective role in bone and brain function. When estrogen declines, as it does in perimenopause and after, every one of those systems shifts. Muscle breaks down faster and rebuilds more slowly. Bones lose density at an accelerated rate. Cognitive function requires more energy to maintain the same output. Creatine works directly within these systems, which means when you use it incorrectly, the cost isn't neutral. And when you use it well, the benefit is real. Mistake number 1 is fearing the scale. This one quietly derails more women than almost anything else. In the first week or 2 of taking creatine, it's completely normal to see the number go up, sometimes by 2 or 3 pounds. And for many women, especially those who've spent years managing their weight, that number carries enormous weight of its own. Here's what nobody tells you, that gain is water. Creatine draws fluid into your muscle cells, exactly where it should be. That's not bloat. That's your muscles being more hydrated, more functional, and better primed for the work you're asking them to do. Mistake number 2 is misreading blood test results. Creatine supplementation raises serum creatinine, a waste product that kidneys filter. Standard blood panels flag elevated creatinine as a potential kidney concern. If your doctor doesn't know you're taking creatine, this can lead to unnecessary alarm, additional testing, or worse, being told to stop a supplement that's actually helping you. Always tell your healthcare provider you're supplementing with creatine before any blood work. The elevation is expected, benign, and completely separate from kidney function in healthy individuals. It's a lab artifact, not a warning. Mistake number 3 is taking too little. The research is consistent. 3 to 5 grams daily is the effective dose for muscle creatine saturation. Many women, conditioned to take less, be cautious, go easy, underdose without realizing it. A half teaspoon, a scoop of a protein powder that includes creatine as a minor ingredient. It's not enough to move the needle. Your muscle tissue has a saturation threshold, and you have to actually reach it for the benefits to kick in. 3 grams minimum, 5 is better. Every day. Consistency matters more than timing. Mistake number 4 is neglecting hydration. Creatine pulls water into muscle cells, and if you're not drinking enough, that fluid has to come from somewhere. For a menopausal body that's already more vulnerable to dehydration, and where declining estrogen affects the body's ability to regulate fluid balance, inadequate hydration while supplementing can mean headaches, cramping, and an amplified version of the fatigue you were hoping to reduce. An extra 16 to 24 ounces of water daily is the baseline. More if you're training. Your muscles will use it. Give them what they need. Mistake number 5 is taking creatine on an empty stomach. For some women, this causes gastrointestinal discomfort, nausea, cramping, an unsettled feeling that makes them stop taking it altogether before it's had a chance to work. The solution is simple. Take it with food, a meal, a snack, a protein shake, anything that softens the delivery. And this is the part that actually matters. Pairing creatine with carbohydrates triggers an insulin response that enhances its uptake into muscle tissue. A small amount of fruit, some oats, even a banana. The combination is more effective than creatine alone. Here's what all of this adds up to. Creatine, used correctly, is one of the most evidence-supported supplements available for women navigating the specific physiological challenges of menopause and beyond. Not because it turns back the clock, not because it promises transformation, but because it works with the body you have now, the body that is adapting, recalibrating, and genuinely capable of strength, and gives it a real biological advantage. 3 to 5 grams daily with food and water, consistently, alongside the training and nutrition that make it meaningful. That's the whole protocol. Start there, stay there, and trust that your body, given the right information, knows exactly what to do with it.